In honor of Black Cat Awareness Month, Halloween, and National Black Cat Day, I am doing a collaboration with Daniella at Black Cat Kitchen. We will be bringing you fun Black Cat facts as well as a Black Cat recipe. I'm going to be making Oreos and Daniella will be making black Japanese milk bread. Of course, both recipes will be in the shape of a cat. Once you are finished watching this video, make sure you go check out Daniella's channel, Black Cat Kitchen, which I've linked in the video description below. She has fun and delicious step-by-step recipe videos, food hacks, and of course, cats. So please stop by, subscribe, and say hello. What you might not know about me is I also have two black cats, Vader and Salem. And both have extremely different personalities. Vader is a lap cat who loves food, forts, and staying warm. And Salem loves her screen time, water, and her blanket. So let's get to the black cat facts that Daniella and I will be sharing.
The RSCPA said that 70% of the felines it cares for were either black or black and white. Black cats tend to stay in shelters 24% longer than any other color. In some locales, notably Scotland, Britain, and Japan, the presence or appearance of a black cat is indicative of good fortune and prosperity.
In England, it's considered good luck to give a bride a black cat on her wedding day. I wish, if I knew, I would have had all the black cats for my wedding day.
Whereas in Japan, black cats are thought to attract suitors to single women.
As many of you may already know, in the Western world, black cats can be seen as bad luck. And this stems from them normally being companion for us witches. Now, not all of us witches are bad.
There is a myriad of reasons for disinterest in black cat rehoming, ranging from the fact that black cats are harder to tell apart than cats with more distinctive colors.
And apparently, black cats aren't good in selfies? Rubbish. Some people believe you can't read the emotions of a black cat. This causes them to believe that black cats might be less friendly and more aggressive, therefore less adoptable. But if you've seen my cats, you know that's not true.
Beginning in the Middle Ages, black cats became associated with Satan, witches, and witchcraft. Some people went so far to believe that black cats were cohorts to witches or even witches that had taken on another form. This widespread superstition resulted in the horrific mass killing of black cats and sometimes even their owners too.
Luckily, in a lot of cultures, black cats are considered sacred. For example, representations of Egyptian cat goddesses. In these cases, killing them was punishable by death.
And they were mummified together with their owners. This was done in order for them to be reincarnated in the future.
Black cats are one of the most affectionate and playful cats. I can vouch for that.
And so can I.
And adopting a black cat may be lucky for you, but it's definitely lucky for them.
Making homemade Oreos has been on my list for a while now. You can make these in regular circle shapes as traditional Oreos or in fun shapes using different cookie cutters like these cat-shaped Oreos. Feel free to change the color of the cream filling for different holidays or add extra cream filling to create double stuffed Oreos. With the holidays coming up, these would be awesome to give away in cookie trays. Welcome back, or if you're new here, my name is Kate and this is Bake That. Using a hand or stand mixer, mix the butter, granulated sugar, and salt together until combined. Add 1 room temperature egg and continue mixing. In a separate bowl, sift together all-purpose flour, black cocoa powder, and baking powder. Sifting the ingredients together will help break apart any clumps, giving the Oreo cookies a really fine consistency. Add the dry mixture to the wet mixture a little at a time so you do not end up with half of it on the counter. Add in the remaining dry mixture and continue mixing until it is fully combined. You can use milk or dark cocoa powder, but to get that dark Oreo color, I suggest using black cocoa powder. I feel like the black cocoa powder helps create that Oreo taste that we all know and love. I have a link to the black cocoa powder I use in the video description below. Once the dough has formed, transfer the dough to a surface lined with saran wrap. Form the dough into a square and seal it up tightly. Place the dough in the refrigerator for 1 hour. Once the dough has chilled, cut the dough into 2 pieces. Place the other half back in the refrigerator until you are ready to use. Using 2 pieces of parchment paper, stick the dough in between and use a rolling pin to smooth the dough out. This will help get a nice even surface, as well as making sure the dough does not transfer to the rolling pin. Use a cookie cutter and create fun shapes for these Oreos. If you want the traditional Oreo shape, use a round cookie cutter or a champagne glass. If you like the cat cookie cutters I am using, I have linked them in the video description below. Make sure you have 2 of each shape since you will be creating a sandwich cookie. Carefully cut the shapes out of the dough. I found using a table knife will help this process, or you can just peel the dough away from the shapes. Transfer the shapes to a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. If you used a cookie cutter that is not the traditional circle shape, make sure you are placing the dough opposite of the one you just placed on the baking sheet so you can create a sandwiched cookie. If there are any imperfections on the shaped dough, use parchment paper to smooth it out. Place the baking sheet in a 350-degree preheated oven and bake for about 12 minutes. To make the cream filling, use a hand or stand mixer and start mixing the butter. Add in the confectioner's sugar and vanilla extract and mix until combined. Once the cookies have cooled, use a piping bag and carefully pipe the cream filling onto one of the cookies. And stick the opposite cookie on top. You can use parchment paper or a knife to remove any excess frosting. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to check out Daniella's channel, Black Cat Kitchen, and see what she made for this Black Cat collaboration.